be worried about, you know? Like, people complain all the time about the cost of golf and how they can't get out to the range and they can't work on their swing, and meanwhile, their grip is bad.
The one thing that could fix, like, all their golfing problems.
Low point control, release. I mean,
Speed.
yeah,
You
I
want you
just
wanna hit it further? Okay, look at the guys on the long drive
that
tour.
people would
Strong
rather
grips.
buy. People would rather buy. So before this came out, but yeah, someone would rather buy a driver every 6 months than they would work on their grip 10 minutes a day at home for 2 weeks.
I literally can't make it any easier, Dave. Like,
So
it's like you can sit on your couch, you're watching golf, you're watching football. Honestly,
I've told my
30
students
minutes
for
a day on
years.
the couch with this
Yeah,
is better than hitting 100 balls on the range working on your body.
easily, easily. I have told my students for years to get a grip trainer, like the
Mhm.
one that, you have. I have that one too, it's just downstairs. My wife was using it last night
Nice.
before I knew this, existed, and so I would just tell people, "Just get a grip trainer and just sit there with that," and they'd be like, "Oh, well, that doesn't do anything, and I can't see where the face," and I'm like, "Okay, well, now there should be no more excuses."
There still is gonna be. There's still gonna be, but I mean, hey,
So
we're
I have a
trying.
guy
We're trying. We're trying out here.
there was a guy that hit me in the DM when he saw this, and he said, "I have a great grip, but then when I go to play, when I'm on the tee box, I feel uncomfortable and I'm fidgeting with it. And then it seems like at the top of my swing, my grip changes again." How, right? He said,
Yeah.
"Do you have any drills that I can do that can translate practice to the course?" And I was like, "You don't have a good grip." I said, The fact that you're telling me that you're fidgeting with it and uncomfortable on the course, stop acting like because you hit one good shot on the range, you should be Tiger Woods." Like, people need to understand that golf is hard and it takes effort to be good. Even to break 90 consistently takes a small level, some amount of effort. People that want to break 80, like, it's not impossible by by any means, but if you don't have a good grip, it is.
I feel like they're making it harder by not
I
understanding the
just think
grip,
it's
though.
impossible. I think it's impossible because people talk about timing a lot, or they say like that swing's all timing. I'm like, every swing is all timing. So what? Yeah. So you can do things to make it easier to time up your own swing. Everyone has their own tempo, right? Like,
Yeah.
everyone swings at a different backswing and downswing rhythm pace. So, like, the one thing you can do is stabilize the club face. That's like,
That's it.
there's not a lot of other things you can do. Like,
Yeah.
you can get into a perfect body setup and be all tense and everything. But like, if this is here, like, yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Ball demands. It's literally what the golf ball demands. Like, the golf ball,
You know what
as
we've
coaches,
seen?
we're the messenger for the golf ball. The golf ball's like yelling at us, and we're like, all right, bro, chill. Like, I'm about to tell this guy, like, why you're doing what you're doing. You just give me a sec. And then I'm like, all right, your hands are over here, and that's why the face is doing this, and that's why the golf ball's doing that. It's like, the golf ball says, do this. Like, not me. Don't yell at me.
And
Yeah.
everybody asks about the release. Like, if you're under like this, then where are you going to release it to? I don't, not in a good place. So, yeah, it's a little frustrating at times for coaches because this is free and no stress on your body. And
Right.
like we've already established, the most helpful thing you could do.
You and I got bad knees. I can just sit on my couch though, take my compact club and just work on it, work on the swing. And honestly, the only thing different between like working on the swing, like in a chair, is just bend forward. Everything else is the same. Nothing's changing from what you did in the chair to when you're actually hitting a golf ball. Only thing is just 45 degrees bend forward so you can actually hit the ground. That's it. Golf's the only sport where you actually have to hit the ground, which is crazy for people. And they're like, I don't want to hit the ground. I'm scared to do that. And it's also just hard to control the face when you hit the ground. So if you train the hand to club relationship and learn what the club has to do and how the hands influence that, then just bend forward and do the exact same thing. You don't have to overthink it. People are making golf way too hard. And that's why I love your stuff. Like, I mean, we kind of just jumped right into it, but I really appreciate you coming on. This is
Yeah, no
this is going to be
problem.
fun. I mean, this is the
Yeah,
inaugural
thanks for having me,
Handsy
and thanks for letting
podcast,
me be
but
on.
this is going to be fun. But yeah, I mean, I've seen your content I mean, we first connected in 2023. And I mean, I saw your content way prior to that with the random golf club stuff and whatnot. But it just, I love how you cared more about the people than you did your ego. So you made it a point to simplify shit. And that's like all I'm all about. And that's like all I want to surround myself with is people that care more about the person they're giving information to than their own ego. And I love how you talk about like ego death and things like that. Why don't you just introduce yourself a little bit of people that don't know you and maybe just like want to get to know you a little bit more?
My name is Dave Fink, live in LA. I coach golf, and I make some stupid videos for Instagram. Sometimes they're super cool and helpful, and sometimes not so much, but I continue to do it because it does help a lot of people. I do it like the messages I get, the positive messages is why I keep going.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
I enjoy it as well as sort of like it's like art in a way. It's like me making golf art. Um in my own way. But yeah, I felt like what you were saying is that a lot of golf is already very hard. One of the hardest games in the world, but we make it even harder on ourselves in a lot of ways. The industry does too.
Yeah.
And the answers sometimes are very simple and right in front of our face, like your hands holding the clubs. I wanted to make sure that when I taught someone a lesson, I wasn't just, going through the mechanics of what a perfect swing looked like, but that I helped them.
Hmm.
Like I really helped this person, so that they learn like legit learn something. And it always not always, more often than not comes back to club face control. Because yeah, you can be over the top, but you'd be surprised. Only extreme beginners have like a 14-degree out to in swing path, A lot of the time, it's not that the swing path is not that insanely fucked that you can't hit playable shots, but your ability to match the face to that path is no shot. So, what does that come back to then? It just goes, it's like cause and effect. Like you said, clause. That's how I think all golf teachers should coach, regardless of what their ego says about what their
Yeah.
own game is. Like, well, when I squat and fucking turn, I can piss on one. And it's like, well, I'm not saying that's not true, but this is like Al, and he's, 57, and he still slices the ball and he's been playing golf for 20 years. So tell him more about squat and turn while his club face is open. Like, I just can't handle it. So when I have one lesson with somebody where it always goes back to club face, control, grip. And, people come in and they're like, man, I got to rebuild my whole swing. And I'm like, no, but you do have to fix your grip, which, by the way, is the easiest thing to fix in the entire tee of golf. Because people come in, right? And then to you too, I'm sure, I got to learn how to swing into out. It's like that might
Is
take
correct.
longer and it might not fucking work. Like it might not
Right.
match.
Yeah.
If you're swinging 3 degrees out to in, so learn to control the club face. Like, so it's funny. People want to learn path. That could take 6 months for some people that don't quite get it, or people that didn't play ball and stick sports. So they're not, used to moving their body with a stick like that. But I swear to you, the grip is the only thing in golf that you can just practice without hitting a ball, and it will help you the most out of anything else. Even more than practicing putting, I think, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
Right.
if you can walk up and feel like this is part of you, that's where confidence starts, in my opinion. Because this and like doing like you're, ringing
Hmm.
it or doing it, like that's crazy. And then to imagine that you're now going to hit the ball from there is like, yeah, I mean, and everybody says, I can't take it from the range to the course. You're not comfortable enough then. Why? And this is what this comes in. And then I'll let you talk. But why? Because you only hold a fucking club in your hand when you are once a month at the range and 3 times a month playing golf. The rest of the time, you're like watching Good and texting. So it's like, I don't care how many times, Grant Horvat shows you how to hit a high draw. Your grip, dude, and you're not doing anything to fix it. Like imagine having to ride a motorcycle at a high speed once a month. Like it'd be scary as fuck for me because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not familiar with this machine, and that's what people expect to swing the club 115 miles an hour 3 times a month, and then they get upset that the ball doesn't go where they want. We already know that 75% of start line or like with a full shot is club face. So that's grip. Like I just said, like go ahead and work on the path. It's 25%. It's 25% of where the ball is going to go. So the grip, it's the only one answer. But when you just say that though, and when I say that someone can get better by this, it's not. And I love that people say that I try to sell snake oil, and I'm like, no, it might seem like that because it's the things that will work, but it requires the person to really work at it. I'm not saying 7 large buckets a day, 10, 20 minutes a day, every day. You have that. Everybody who's playing golf has that amount of free time in a day. Okay? Because if you don't, and you're like a slave at work or like have 4 jobs, you're not fucking playing golf. And I know that.
Yeah. Especially your dad life now, right? Like you,
It's a leisure game.
yeah.
Right. And so, especially someone who's a dad who's not like me, who has not been for the last 12 years of my life, literally obsessing and studying every day, like treating
Yeah.
it like a religion and
Yeah.
holding it up every day. But guess what I do? And this one, when I don't get to the course for 2 weeks, I'm just holding the club and it's like riding a bike. When you do this, my swing's not always perfect, but like the club face is square enough that I can get away with a lot.
Hey,
And
exactly.
that's not practicing at all, but I never don't hold a club. And this is great for me too because it's much more mobile than a real 7-iron and almost the same weight too.
Yeah, it feels good. And we have a heavier
Makes the
version we're
air
working on right
swings
now.
it just makes the air swings feel connected because with just a grip without any weight, which is what I would use before, it starts to become almost like very handsy. With the weight of this club, yeah, we watch
Just the right
Yeah,
amount of
you can
handsy.
you can just the right amount, dude, because when you go to turn it, you can feel like, "Oh, I gotta engage my big muscles to move it."
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But, like,
Right.
it can't be one without the other. It's gotta be a harmony between the 2.
Golf swing. The art of the golf swing, I feel like, is lost. Like the feel. Like I feel like with Handsy and everything I'm trying to do with this, it's like I'm just trying to create this like almost rebellion against current golf instruction to where it's like, hey, like you were told that feel is a bad thing. You were told that being handsy is a bad thing. Like I'm here to tell you that it's not. And if you want to get better faster and you don't have a lot of time to work on your game, like this is all you got. So you better understand how to get a proper connection to the club and how to really understand how it pivots around you and pivots back to the ball. But yeah, I agree with you. Like I feel like the zen of golf starts right here. Like I feel like golf becomes very scary and there's a lot of things going on like gosh, I got to like turn and I got to like do this and I got to release the face and I got to do all these things. It's like if I just get my grip right and I understand how the hands control the face, I really don't feel like there's anything super bad that can go wrong. So it automatically just makes golf just way more enjoyable for me. Like if I hit a bad shot, I'm like, okay, like I didn't push enough, or I didn't drive the heel enough, or I let the toe turn over too quick, or I didn't support the forward shaft lean at impact. Like, it all just goes back to these like couple little variables, but it doesn't have to be as scary and as complicated as people are making it. That's why I feel like I mean, I love with everything with like simplify things. Like, I feel like we're just trying to simplify. Like, it doesn't have to be as hard as you think it is and as hard as you're making it. But if you don't have the right grip and you don't have just a basic understanding of how the hands control the face and how the face controls the ball, toast.
It seems like a mystery then,
Right.
because it's not like you'll never hit a good shot. If you never, not even one, you wouldn't be here. You would not be listening to a golf podcast.
Correct.
If you never hit a good shot, you wouldn't even play golf. But that's how golf scams you, right? Because once around and they're like, that's the shot that keeps you coming back. But it's really true, because it's like you got so lucky. That's the timing, right? Your fucked up grip and your fucked up delivery of the face somehow magically aligned at the right time, and the ball happened to go straight. How do I? And it's like, and then you act like it's a fucking mystery how that happened. All that happened was the face met the ball kind of like square and the ball went forward. Like, so this is the biggest difference
Whoa.
between a good player and a bad player. And you see it on TV. These guys, when they hit a bad shot, immediately are looking at the ground and then the face, because they're like, I got to understand what just happened here so that I can figure out what to adjust like here. Because, and every bad player, the second they top it or something, they're like, my swing is off. My shoulder didn't drop. They always go to the mechanical
Mhm.
like error. And it's like, brother, you got a 10-finger grip, and like the weakest grip, your front wrist is flat, is like, so it's like, you know, I'm amazed you even make contact with the ball. Your trail leg is not like, that's not even, how dare
Yeah.
you bring that up, you know?
Right. How dare you? Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
and so
They're like reaching for something. It's like, oh gosh, that
they
was a bad
think that
shot.
there's a
And then they
secret.
reach for like the thing that they need to blame, or the thing that they think caused it. And they're like,
Yes,
but they're reaching for the effect.
yes,
They're reaching for
yes,
the effect
for the
instead of
shot,
reaching for the
for the
root
good shot.
cause.
How do I
Right.
make that good shot again? Was it this? Was it this? When you're thinking that way, you don't understand contact and you don't
Right.
understand club feet control. Because
Correct.
the second, and this is just me, I am like dumber than a normal human being. So when I first started playing, and when I'm an adult, right, and I played with this guy, and fuck, man, you actually make the ball do the right to left and left to right, like on purpose.
Mm.
I was like, that's crazy. Like, how are you doing that? And
Yeah.
he's like,
Jedi.
so the face is open and like you move it this way, like it goes like that. And and I'm like, well, that is fucking cool. I'm gonna practice that. And so like, yeah, like I understand. I understood very kind of early on. There's obviously more to know, but like, dude, the face controlling where the ball goes, like, yeah, so I know that when I hit it way left, my face is probably way too closed. So either my grip has gotten way too strong, or like something is making the club face too close. Usually it's only like two or three things. It's not a body mechanic position making the face closed. Is not. It's not. It's something with my hands. So either, right, like maybe too strong and it starts to then like at address I'm here. And I think, because I'm a shut face player, that is square. Or, this release is too fast and I'm getting through. I'm not leaving the face on the ball for long enough down the target line. And yeah, you adjust from there. But because of that, not because I want to hit a good shot. Of course I want to hit a fucking good shot. But I'm not trying to remember how it felt on the range. I already know why the ball did that. Now I have to adjust to figure out how to present this in a better way so that the ball doesn't do that. And
And you
what's
have like
fun,
the face, and you have the face like in your brain almost. It's like your hands in the club are like one. It's like, okay, in my mind, I can see, like, okay, here's the face. This is where it's at before I hit the ball. This is where it's at when I hit the ball. This is where it's at after. Okay. My hands control putting the club in that position. Okay. We're good. That's it. That's my job. My job as a golfer to do that. That's the main objective. I don't think a lot of people know like what the main objective is in golf. It's like, oh, what's the main objective in the golf swing? Turn more, rotate more, use the ground more. It's like, what are we doing? I think
No.
force plates, hot take, big hot take actually.
Yeah.
I think force plates are like one of the worst things in golf right now. Like I think it's one of the biggest detriments in golf right now.
I don't think force plates helps people. I think it's like if somebody doesn't know how to shift their weight and you put them on a mat and you show them like, hey, you're not shifting your weight. So fucking, yeah, I know. Like, now what? How is that going to help me? That's what I always wonder about technology. How is this actually going to help me? I understand that it's real, numbers, but my golf swing happens in like 1.2 seconds and I am not a robot, so I cannot process information during that period,
Right.
and input
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not a
last time I checked, my club is not connected to my feet. So like you got to give me something that's like happening up here, brother. Because if it's happening down there, I guarantee I'm not going to be able to put that on the ball. Like what's happening down here is the effect of what's happening up here. So if you're teaching like the effect and not the root cause up here, it's not effective. It's just not.
I mean, it's all about. So here's another one, like, the hinge, the up cock, like we go up, down, obviously, and then it comes, back up.
Mm-hmm.
This part of the swing, not people. I teach a lot of like 15 handicaps to like down to 5s. So like in that range, which is actually like pretty much everybody who on the course right now.
Right. The everyday person that's not trying to make it on the tour. Yeah.
He's not lying. Or, actually, if everybody was playing by the rules and not lying, they'd be 25 handicaps. Straight up.
Totally.
I truly believe that.
Totally.
Easily. So, fucking, let's not talk about the rules. Even I don't even want to bring that up because I have so many, like.
That could be a totally different.
We've
seen. Yeah.
Like, everyone even knows them. It's this long. And there's no rep.
Yeah.
To be like, so I judge people's swing. I also don't really believe in handicaps. It can fluctuate. Like, are you making good contact consistently? And is the ball generally going in the direction that you want it to? Whatever that is. And like, so when I see people like topping, and I get this question, I can't stop topping the ball. I can't stop chunking the ball. I can't stop. I was like, you have bad control over the club face again, but now at the bottom of the swing, but still bad control over the club face. Again, it all goes. And so it's like, yeah, we need hinge, but if we're coming through the ball with driver and we start to lift the hands and arms and upcock the fucking wrists, like you're going to hit the top of the ball and put forward spin on it and like dive bomb drives. And it's like, you know how to fix that? Like if you stood here, could you just like turn through the ball and leave your arms and hands like here and like release the hands like there you go. Why the club face?
What do you feel like is like the biggest misinformation in golf instruction right now that you're just like, oh my God, if I see that across my feed one more time, I'm going to freak.
There's so much misinformation and I get it. Like golf instruction gets a lot of clicks. And so people just do it and like, bored content creators start doing it because the tips get a lot of, views. And so maybe they ask ChatGPT something and then they just put it up as like a tip on the screen and like it's low lift, it has the potential to get a lot of shares, but it makes it really hard for people to siphon through and find people like you and, to be honest, like me. But and really hear the message that we're saying. And I'm better than you at catching people's attention and then trying to deliver the message, which is annoying that I have to do that. And you know why? Because I have to compete with we have to compete with like the clickbait tips where it's like, I just discovered how to stop slicing forever. Like, and so I literally will
Evan
use
Thompson.
that. I will use that. You want to stop fucking slicing forever? Like, even though I know one tip is not gonna fix your slice forever unless the tip is make the face more closed. Like, but even I know that that's not true, but I do it on purpose to try to get views, and then I try to deliver the message. But like, even I know it's a lot of it is bullshit. But that's what you have to do. The internet, it makes it, it makes it. There's an internal struggle for me with creating content because like
Because
sometimes
you care.
I will just present like a tip and people don't like it. Or not that people don't like it, the algorithm doesn't like it, right? So if somebody like clicks away too early, then they're like, no one wants to see this. And then a really good tip just gets thrown away. And so it's actually, people should blame the algorithm for me starting tips with like, you fucking suck. Because if I didn't do that, so like if people want to see better golf tips, when you're on a golf instructor's page, just watch every video a little longer.
Yeah.
And then
I don't even do
that.
captions in my videos, which is like probably a huge detriment to the
Wait, what?
algorithm, but I don't do
What is it?
captions or anything. Like I
Yeah.
literally just like show my hands and like what the
The
hands are doing and how
captions
that's
thing
controlling the
kills you.
face.
The captions thing kills you.
I know.
It's so annoying, but that's like the one thing I would say to do. You don't have
Yeah.
to do the other stuff, but it's funny, like a lot of golf instructors get angry at me, and I'm like, but you don't understand. You're standing there, there's nothing happening on screen, and the first 10 seconds is you introducing yourself. Your name is like Paul Jeremy, PGA at
PGA
Wolf
Pro.
Creek. And you're like, hi, my name's Paul Jeremy. I'm a PGA pro here at Wolf Creek. I've been here for 12 years. Before that, I was, holy fuck, dude.
Thanks, Paul.
Like, I'm not saying you're not a good coach, but like, you don't understand social media, brother. And that's even way, so, right? It's a necessary evil. And I understand I must do it to try to get through to people, so then maybe they can start to watch some other stuff. And so, like I know some of my
It's a
stuff is
game. It's a game, but also
I
like
play the game because I
if you care
Well,
enough
it's
about
because I
people,
care.
exactly. You care.
And I'm like,
Exactly.
okay, so if my regular instruction is not going to get pushed by the algorithm because it's not exciting enough, then to even get any message out there, I'll have to do this. And so, like there are times where I'm like, I'm not doing content this week because I just physically can't do it.
I
I'm like,
know.
I can't get in front of the camera and do it this week, dude.
That's why YouTube's exhausting. YouTube's exhausting because it's just like it's like that times like 100 because it's just like first 5 seconds got to be captivating, and I have to say like this tip's gonna add like 50 yards to your game and is gonna like the golf ball's gonna blow up because you compressed it so much, and this is what the explosion looks like. It's
I
like
haven't started doing that on YouTube because a lot of the time I'm able to be like kind of more myself because it's longer form.
mm,
So I'm just like, I can't do it. But I know we got to get more like Peter Finch and fucking
yeah,
deals where it's like, it's one tip. We're
just
fucking
one.
driving the boat to 900 yards, mate. Why are they all British too? That's a
Yeah.
red flag for me. If you're a British golf instructor, I just like red flag.
So I have Liv here this week in Michigan. What was doing Liv like when you did that one in Texas, right?
Yeah, it was cool. It's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different. I don't necessarily think that's bad. It's definitely not normal golf. Like for instance, they have speakers on every tee box, and then even in a lot of like the fairways, like off the fairway in a bush, they'll have a speaker there too. To like keep the vibes going, like literally wherever you are, you can
Just
hear this
music
top
everywhere.
40s music. And so for someone like me, I didn't care as much.
Yeah.
I'm used
I'm
to
always jamming music when I play.
hearing shitty music or even a good song. But if you're playing for like millions of dollars, I understand why that might be distracting.
Especially if it's just some whack music. You're just like you're over the ball and you're just like, wait, is Hot in Here by Nelly playing? Like as I'm trying to like hit this shot.
Better because it's more like is that song "We're Going Down." And then Timber
Kesha,
is Kesha
man.
playing right now.
Oh
Anyways,
wow. Yeah,
gotta
that's
hit
probably
this
the worst.
line 220 into this part 3 now.
Yeah. Especially if you're so used to like your other world and then you get thrown into that
Just
world.
saying,
It's
like,
like, what is going on?
dude,
Yeah.
Merido is a really hard course. And so you're being like almost like trolled a little bit. Wow. You're already, I think it's rated like it's like 78. Like I don't even know if I've played a
Oh my
course rated
gosh.
78.
Wow,
And
never.
so I'm like, if you add that on top, I understand. But what I do think is that these guys probably should, like, the stars of golf should probably be getting paid. I mean, I think it has a lot to do with the media rights. PGA Tour is like a $10 billion vault
Yeah.
of footage, like every, putt Tiger's ever made. And like I heard that,
They
if
have
you're
no
Tony
rights to that.
Finau,
Like they have no
no,
rights
no,
to
no, you
that.
get
Yeah.
0%. And
It's
you don't
crazy.
own the rights of you. And so like if you're Tony Finau and you want to post a video of you making an ace at the Masters, like you have to pay PGA Tour for that. And I'm just like, what
That's
are we doing?
broken. That's
Because
broken.
you don't pay them salary. You make them, fly themselves to event, which I get it. A lot of them have a lot of money. I get
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
I get that. But that's like making Michael Jordan buy his own lunch, like before the Bulls game. Like, what are we doing here? I think the NBA is okay on money to pay the players. Yeah. So
Yeah. There's always got to be a
there,
changing of the guard. There always has to be like a changing
there's
of the
like,
guard.
you know what I mean?
Everything's got to be, the deck's got to be shuffled.
Is the final form live as it is right now? Probably not.
Probably
I
not.
don't know. Maybe, but things are changing. What's really interesting is like the big stars, will they have them back? A lot of them don't. We'll see. We'll see. And then are you allowed to come back? Just like whatever. Interesting.
I was just happy to see you get your flowers. Honestly, like real talk, like I feel
Yeah.
like you're one of the most realist people, one of the realest people on social, and that's why I mean I
Thanks,
fuck with your
man.
content and I love everything you're doing. And
Thank you.
I mean, it was cool to see that because I see all of the content creators and all the bots and just the people that
Yeah.
are trying to get clicks and
The
trying to get
industry
attention,
clown,
but really
dude.
don't care.
The LARPers, dude. Well,
Yeah,
there's a lot of LARPers. I call it LARPing because it can feel it's live action role playing. So yes, they're at a golf course. Yes, they're wearing golf clothes. They have a golf club, but they're not there for golf. They're there to get followers and whatever, whatever. I'm not saying that I don't try to
yeah,
get followers too, but
right.
at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't even do that. Like,
No,
it's so much work, dude, that I don't like. If I wasn't actually helping people, then I wouldn't care. And by the way, I'm not selling a Dave Fink program. I don't believe in that. I would never do, you know what I mean? Like, I redirect people all the time to coaches in like Orange County, the Inland Empire, because not everybody wants to travel 50 miles to take a golf lesson.
mm,
That is not a problem. Anybody seeking golf instruction, like, dude, you're on the right track. Fuck yeah, let me help you. It doesn't have to be me. Like
yeah,
that's the thing. Like,
right,
just find somebody who cares. You
yeah,
know, and they will
exactly.
help. And they will help you. Um, and so
It's hard to
if I
find people that
keep
care.
doing that,
There's so many
now
things
that I
that
know
people are
you,
like
anybody who
seeking.
lives in Detroit, I'd be like, dude, you gotta go see Ethan. And so,
Yeah, I
yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, I
Of
appreciate that.
course,
Yeah.
man. You're fighting a good fight. I mean, again, like there's a big
Hey,
difference
team
between
team
doing what
Handsy,
you're
man.
doing and trying to get views. I'm trying to do both. Doesn't always work out, but enough of the time it does to justify it in my brain.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to make it easier. That's all it comes down to. Like that's what all this is about. All the content, the podcast, all the people I'm having on. It's just trying to weed
You're
through
still
all the
selling a
noise.
product, but you're still selling a product. But here's the difference because this is helpful. You're
Yeah.
only selling it because it helps.
Right.
And yeah, to make money, this is what we do for a career. Like we have to pay bills and stuff. But this wouldn't have been the idea if it wasn't something you use that isn't
Every day.
also helpful, and so I think that that's hopefully the more with like AI and the slop that comes out, people are going to crave creators that are just normal people, you know, like that they would feel like I know a guy like that, instead of this like, I'm in front of the camera now. Look at this shot and never mess up by
Yeah.
this. Like,
Yeah.
it's getting a little old. It's getting a
Yeah.
little old. I
I
mean,
agree.
not that I'm gonna I still do ads for stuff, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like,
But
I think
people know that like there's trust that you've built because you're a real person that cares about them getting better. You've built that reputation and people know that. So what you're doing comes through as authentic. For the people that don't care and are just trying to kind of jump on the latest trend and things like that, people aren't dumb. Like they see through that. They
yeah,
see that, oh, they're just regurgitating exactly what this guy was saying or this guy was saying. And
yeah,
once
yeah,
that's the majority, then like you said, they're going to gravitate towards people that are real and that are actually genuinely have a vested interest in getting them better. And I feel like that's kind of the mission I'm on. And
you
that's
see
why I
so
mean,
many
I had,
right? And then you hear me and you talking about like, if you fix your grip, you might not even need lessons right away. Like,
yeah,
if you feel like you're broken, right? If you fix your relationship between your hands and the club head, like, dude, I'm sorry, but it helps a lot of people.
yeah.
And so,
You
yeah,
know what I look at this like? I look at this like therapy. Like this is
it is.
therapy that between you and your golf club because your relationship with your golf club sucks. So you gotta put the time in to get a better relationship with it. And that comes down to getting the grip right, understanding the pressure, not too tight, not too loose, understanding how to control the face, like get a better relationship with your club. I've brought it close because the couches were too separated before. It was like,
Yeah,
okay, you got a
right.
couch over here in the therapy room, couch over here. It's like, no, look it, we're all right here in this nice compact space. Let's do therapy. Let's get this figured out. Because if you do that, that's it. Like, you really don't have to worry about a lot of other things. Like, I remember when I worked at Golf Tech, I mean, they wouldn't let me fix the grip in the first appointment. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, this might be the only thing this person needs. So it's just, yeah, it's crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, I look at the grip a little bit like, maybe this is a bad fucking analogy, but if you can have a solid grip, like you can drive the car, meaning
Right.
like, don't need to know how the car is built. You don't need to know all these P positions. You don't need to know it. The exact degree the club is coming in at, all this stuff, like to play good golf and have fun and to lower your handicap. You just don't need to know that for a long time. For a long time. And there's a lot of guys who play on tour who know nothing about those numbers. You know who does know about those numbers? The fucking dorks like us, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Why
100%, bro.
people need us. Because
Yeah.
without us, they're thinking about those numbers. John Rahm wants me to tell him, well, I don't coach John Rahm, but you get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
A good player wants me to tell him why he's slightly pulling it. He doesn't want to fucking have to know the drill to stop it. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
True.
so it's the grip is like, if you have a good grip, dude, you can play a lot of golf. And this is a note for anybody who's like a single digit handicap, who is like, how can I get to scratch? And this is for people who understand face to path relationship, because there are plenty of players who are like, I get it, in to out. Like, I get it. Why can't I repeat this? Like, why, I can do it. Like, I can get my swing into out, can't match up the face, can't do that repeatedly. And it's like, if you already have a high level of knowledge about the game, it might be time, like Ethan says, to invest in your relationship between your hands and the club, because it's like, then you don't have to worry about all this other stuff, especially if you know it. If you understand the feeling of like kind of, dropping and then going out to hit a draw, for example. And that's not exactly how it works. But
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and you understand the face should be slightly closed to that line to make the ball turn over. There's no reason you can't do it.
Yeah. And there's no
This
reason to be
this
scared or
This
stressed.
relationship, no, no. And you know what I see all the time is guys know what square is too, and they put it down. And these are for the guys that fidget. You put it down, you know what's square, and you take your shitty grip and it changes the face. and now you're dead. Now you're fucking dead. Because two things are going to happen. You are going to now, with this shitty grip, adjust your body positions to square the face, which is a killer. You're fucking dead. Or you're going to take a pussy boy soft shit grip on it while it's square, and then tighten the shit out of it when you take it back, and now you're 38
you're
degrees shut.
toast.
So it's
You're
like
toast.
it's like
And then they're telling you to shallow it, to bow and shallow.
Alternative where you do it right.
Yeah.
True. If your grip, you're gonna do two things, dude. It's the body to adjust, or it's the adjusting during the takeaway, and then either way is not, you can't. But there's one easy fix. There's only one easy fix, and it's this.
Yeah. Scotty does it. Like, Scotty's got a molded grip. Like, I mean, he's the best player we've seen in a while. And you could see him like on the range. Like, he's just working on, like, okay. Like, he doesn't take this for granted. Like, if he's not taking it for granted, like, what are people's excuses?
Works on the grip. Yep. He works on the grip on the range and like low point. I never see him doing body drills.
Never.
He's like, is this good? Is this good? And then he's like brushing the ground, like relaxed.
Yeah.
And then he just does what he knows how to do.
He's just in control. It's zen. It's like so zen. Like, golf can be,
dude, if you're watching a
so
golf
much
podcast,
more chill.
You made it this far, you might almost be home, brother. Like,
almost.
This is the last thing to dedicate your time to.
Absolutely. So, yeah. And like you said, it's back to the driving the car. It's like, if you're learning without the hands how to steer that car, it's like you're trying to drive the car with your feet, knees, and elbows and wondering like why you're crashing. Yeah, it's like trying to
like
10 and 2.
You know how to move your elbows, so you have to move your body like that.
Yeah,
10 instead of like,
right. Exactly.
Now my body's very stable. But so one thing I gotta go because of the baby.
I know you. Yep. Yeah, I appreciate it.
One thing I will leave you guys with, I know Ethan agrees with me. He's one of the only people teaching this, which is so weird. But again, not a lot of coaching done about the grip, which sucks. But the idea of having your thumbs, like, they need to be close to your hand.
The pinches.
Pinch in both hands. And there's so much to talk about with the grip. But if you don't do this, and most people that I see with a really bad grip do not do this, their thumbs are completely separated on both sides of the grip. Like, you guys you gotta work on that. I mean, please, these two pressure points here. See, most people go like that.
Lobster claw.
If you do this, you're fucking dead. And you know you are, because you feel uncomfortable. Because
you know it.
Just one fix, and then people say, but why is the thumb on that side? Brother, now I have leverage. I mean, I'm just telling you, like, and the face is square. So if you could just work on that pinch, and then, same thing, make sure that this is like actually in the fingertips, not like fake in the fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
That's fake in the fingertips.
Yeah.
Right? That's like, you're actually in the fingertips.
And guess what? That's where all the feel's at.
This is it. And now, I mean, people say, like, that's the strongest grip ever. No, it's not. This is.
Right.
No, it's not what I'm doing. I'm leveraging the club right here. And then, but the pinchers, guys,
Pinches, man. No lobster claws. No lobster claws, bro.
Oh my God, it's like the big lobster mitts, bro.
It is, bro. It is.
When I see that on a student, I'm like, oh no.
It's like the old Nickelodeon days when the lobsters.
So everybody working on this. It's actually, in my opinion, it's easier. It makes it easier to move the hand as one unit.
Yeah. You know what it's really easy to do? Like, final thing, it's easy to concentrate your pressure. Like, I almost imagine, like, when I get my fingers all sewed together, I imagine like laser beams shooting out of my like pads, and then I just shoot those into the grip, and then I wrap, and then shoot and wrap, and I'm good.
I have a really good grip on the club. Like, I'll pause my top of my backswing, and sometimes like just barely my thumb and index finger are not even on the club.
Yeah, I like that. Ben Hogan style pistol.
Yeah, because the pressure's been applied to the correct area, which is not here. It's just not. It's just not.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey man, I really appreciate this. This was awesome, and we can have 5 other episodes like
I
this
know,
where
let's
we
do
just
it.
rant
Let's
and
bring it.
talk. This is
You know what
fun.
we should do? We should
I'm
bring
gonna come
on
to
a
Cali.
random follower. We should bring on a random follower who struggles with their grip and do 10 or 15 minutes where we fix his grip.
I'd love to. Yeah. Bring
that.
on one of your followers, one of my followers. Like I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'd love
it.
to do that. So
Yeah.
shout yourself out a little bit. Where can people find you? Like what's
Yeah,
your at? Like where can
I'm
people
on
do lessons with
Instagram.
you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Where can people do
DM me
lessons with you? People can do online.
messages. Yeah, don't check messages on TikTok.
Yeah,
But you
me
can
either.
DM me on Instagram, and I have a link there for lessons. I give in-person lessons at the Swing Factory in downtown Los Angeles. I also do FaceTime video lessons. But yeah,
Awesome.
teaching's everything. You know, it's why we do what we do. It's to make other people better so they can have more fun, and that's the whole fucking point. I'm not telling anybody that this is gonna make you go on tour, dude. It's gonna do is make you have more fun. Like
That's
that's
it.
what most people
That's
want.
it. We want people to have fun because we're having fun.
When you're like, all I care about is destroying other people on the golf course. I'm like, maybe you should go pro, dude. But for most of us, like, I just want to hit the ball better, right?
Yeah, right.
Fun, like, I mean,
Just
even for kids that are gonna go pro, maybe if they can't start there, they'll never get to the next stage.
the road that they're going to have from getting where they're at to where they want to get to is just going to be way more difficult than it needs to be, and they're probably going to be steering their car on that road with their feet, knees, and elbows, and nobody wants that.
I know. Oh
All right,
my
brother.
God. That's a good analogy. Not here. We need to be right here. In control. The idea of someone doing that is so funny.
Dude, I'm gonna create a piece of content like that where it's just like somebody in their car, just like feet, knees, and elbows. Like, hey, this is how I'm supposed to steer my car, right? I thought because this is how I learned the golf swing. This is how I'm supposed to drive my car. All right, whoops, my bad.
Let's do more videos about the grip, and I think what's cool is we need to do a video where we're on top of each other for Instagram, where you're talking about the grip, and so you're holding it like here, and then down below I can be showing like from this angle.
Right, exactly, just like an extension.
Right, so that you can see I'll be your Vanna White, bro.
I love it. All
right, dog.
Hey, man. Hey, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yep. Talk to you later.
All right,
Bye.
be good. I'll talk to you
later.